Alright, so yo, welcome back to Tales of Arc, and if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But anyways, back to some Genshin Impact. As we're continuing the story, where I begrudgingly didn't want to do the story because, you know, when you're so far behind, you kind of just don't want to do it, and you just keep procrastinating constantly and over. I'm like still in Act 2, and there's like Act 4 right now or whatever, Fontaine. I'm just too lazy. I barely even log on to do my dailies at this point. I don't know, maybe I should just quit Genshin, but then I'm like, I invested so much, so I might as well just catch up to the story. Or into a point where they make me do side quests, and then, I don't know, I'll probably just play something else, but yeah. So, continuing on the main story. Last time we had that emotional roller coaster, that was just the ending. That made me cry. Because it was so sad. I don't know. It just hits you so hard. But wasn't that like a side quest? Or no, it was a story for the was it Catalysm? No. Callus? The Chasm. And what's been going on about down there with the whole, you know, we never really found out who was doing it. Is the realm just a entity itself, you know? I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, that happened. So continuing on, this is a twin story mission from the icon, it looks like. So I'm assuming it's gonna further the story for Aether and Lumine. Either one. So let's see where it goes.
Hi there! You must be Yue, right? We've been sent by the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, great. Good to meet you. Yes, I was the one who posted that commission. Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something? Oh, alright then. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm
so
Requiem, a miner.
I gotta read the dialogue.
Permit for the Chasm just recently.
The options.
I have a handful of other guys.
I'm not used to it. It's been a while.
Seriously? They actually give permits out for the chasm?
Yes, the folks over at Yujing Terrace finally came to their senses and are now allowing a limited amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval. But some things have happened recently that put all the miners on edge.
Is the realm breaking out again? Do I have to go? Oh, I kinda don't want to go back. I really hated it down there.
Really? What happened?
So, it's hard to say exactly how big of an issue it is. Could be something, could be nothing. The main thing is that it's just very strange. While one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking his way. They seemed like they were in a daze or something. They walked right by him without giving him a single glance. They just made a beeline for the depths of the chasm. After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
Are the hilly trolls just curious? Maybe they just want to take a peek inside.
Not enough to where they ignored the one guy and just walked by him.
Not likely. The strange part is that in all the time this miner's been watching the hilly trolls, he's never seen any of them come back out. It seems to be a one-way trip. Once the hilly trolls go in, they never emerge again.
I mean, that makes sense from what we experienced during the one mission, where they got locked inside, and then they had the worst outcome of having the most slow death ever, of one guy constantly going crazy, and the one guy trying to keep sane and trying to keep the other guy sane, and then he just dies, and then the dude is all alone in this dark abyss of terror as he dies, and he thinks about wanting to be back with his family. Terrible, terrible ending.
And it seems to be happening more and more frequently as of late. What are these hilly trolls up to? What happens to them after they go inside? Is there a disaster brewing? These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just hearing about it.
I don't dare imagine what's going on inside the chasm. We know what's going on. Strange is definitely the right word.
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know?
Yeah, and that's why I hate the ocean.
Get to the bottom
Perfectly
of it
explained.
put their minds at rest.
You don't know what's down there. It could be a giant squid, a giant octopus. You could get pulled down or something. Or a megalodon. You don't know that.
Do we really want to take this commission?
We'll take it.
Hey, you can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first.
When strange things like this happens, I'm inclined to think the Abyss Order is involved. I don't know about that. I would think it could be something else. I mean, it could also be the Abyss Order, but as we found out from last time, that had nothing to do with the Abyss Order. So, option 1.
So that's where you're coming from.
I hate when they do dialogue like that.
Okay then. Maybe we will find some clues about your twin. You'll really regret it if you don't go, huh?
So, what's your verdict? Will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say, I'm not loving the prospect of my mining permit going to waste.
Yep, we'll take it. We're kinda curious ourselves now, too.
Great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you the rough location that the hilly trails keep heading to.
Oh yeah, so for this, I'll probably bring Beidou, Barbara, fischl, and what's it, xinyan? Maybe I should just bring a grass type. It's been a while since I played. I don't like I said, I barely log on to do dailies. But I feel like, isn't that a new meta where you have grass with electric and that's a thing?
Is this where that miner guy wanted us to investigate?
Alright, sorry about that. Construction people doing construction thing. Yes, as I was saying, construction people doing construction things, dog out the window barking. Anyways, yeah, this is where we fought, well, I explored off screen, so where we fought was that the electric and the fire, or was it just one of them? It was one of those Sage Abyss Order people.
Just look at this place. Doesn't it remind you of something?
What?
Wait, what was it again?
Yeah, the file statue. Is it because the tower's upside down?
It's just like that. Just as strange, just as upside down, and just as spooky. In which case, maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order. Oh, we gotta get to the bottom of this.
Oh, which one? Oh. Dainsleif, I was not expecting
The
that.
feeling is mutual. I certainly hadn't expected to meet you here either.
Long time no see, Dane. Wait, but how did you suddenly end up here in the chasm?
If he's here, doesn't mean the Abyss Order's here.
The chasm? So we're in the depths of the chasm, are we? Interesting. This is one place where I have never set foot before. I understand how you must feel. Last time we met suddenly and parted hastily. Now our paths cross again. Fate, it seems, owes you an explanation.
First, tell me what you're doing here. He's probably chasing after the Abyss Order or something, so that question's answered that. What was going on with the portal just now? What does he mean? Does he mean what's wrong with the portal? Doesn't he just use a portal? Just portal? It's like fast travel. No, that's the
That
portal.
much should be self-explanatory. I came upon the trail of another
Exactly.
Abyss Herald recently and began pursuing it.
Both of those were redundant choices. We know him and his character at this point. Like, he's chasing. If he's near, that's mean an Abyss Order is near, somewhere, somehow, doing something. And the portal is just his means of fast travel, like ours is with Waypoint.
Unfortunately, I got as far as cornering him before he resorted to the same trick that they all do.
Yep, that's
I was hot
normal.
on his heels when I followed him through the portal, but as usual, it was to no avail. It took me to the wrong place.
So you didn't actually catch up with my sister last time.
Correct. Based on my recent experiences, I can only conclude that the Abyss's portals are not simply pathways from point A to point B, but gateways to an entire network. Where they emerge on the other side is their choice. It can be anywhere within the network.
So it's like, I guess so. If you're not in Abyss Order, it's like, one of those Jenga ball thing. You know how when you drop the ball down from the top and then it goes through multiple holes, and then when it gets to the bottom, there's like slabs that separates the column, and then depending on which like hole you fall into, you win a prize. It's hard for me to explain.
Sounds kind of similar to how teleport waypoints work.
Yeah, that's what I said.
In short, though I was right behind your twin last time when I entered that portal, the next moment that I realized where I was all alone. Back in the ruins known as Storm Terror's lair.
Oh, yeah! About that! Whatever happened to the Eye of the First Field Killer?
It's in a safe place. You can be sure that I will learn the truth of the Loom of Fate operation sooner than it could ever fall into the Abyss Order's hands.
Why don't you tell me who you really are? Who is the Twilight Sword? I feel like, didn't we learn something about it last time where he's like, no, he's not royalty. He's like a royal guard, right? And he was supposed to protect someone, but then he failed. And then he was cursed with immortality. It was something like that Lumine said last time. Why don't you tell me who you really are? Who is the Twilight Sword? I feel like this is a better option.
So that title stuck in your memory. I by no means went out of my way to conceal it from you. It once stood for the glory of Khaenri'ah, but now it is but a cruel joke. My curse to bear. Twilight Sword was my title as captain of the Royal Guard.
Hey!
When I witnessed the destruction of my entire homeland firsthand. I believe my reluctance to raise it in conversation is quite justified.
Sounds like your sister was right.
You know, I hear people constantly complaining about the English voice actors, and I'm like, they're all pretty much the same to me at this point. Like, there is a standard I keep. If I listen to one thing in one language, I watch it through in that language. But if the lip syncing is bad, then I just put it on the whichever language is easier for me, which is English. Because on Japanese, the lip sync is bad. On Chinese, it's still bad. On all of it is bad. So I was like, you know what? Just leave it on English then. Like, there's really no bad English voice actor. There's only been one time in my entire life of watching dub where I have questioned a voice actor. And that's when I saw a clip of this anime called Fruit Basket. I don't really understand the context of the story, but they can turn into animals or Zodiac's animals or something, and their life revolve around this one high school. Is she high school, middle school, whatever, schoolgirl? But I think it was this kid with the white hair, and he had the deepest voice ever out of everyone on the male cast. I'm like, Jesus, and this kid is like a schoolboy. I don't know if he's middle or high school, but god damn, his voice is so deep. That's when I questioned it. I'm like, Jesus. But yeah, that has been the only one time, and that, yeah. But other than that, dub is usually really good. What is the history between you and my sister? What happened between you two?
We were travel partners.
Yeah, I can tell.
We both partook in a painful journey of searching for our fate. But regrettably, we did not make it to the journey's end together.
The journey's end.
Before you continue questioning me, I ought to warn you. If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
I can also tell by the end of this, we're not gonna get any answers. We're probably gonna get like a cookie crumb of answer that's gonna lead us to like the next story point. So,
You mean the Abyss Order is plotting something here?
no shit, Sherlock.
Actually,
Paimon.
Paimon and the Traveler suspected that too.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be so sure as to say that.
I mean that it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
Don't say that! You're giving Paimon goosebumps.
Let's go and investigate.
A wise choice. There appears to be light from a fire coming from near that rocky wall. Let's take a look.
I wonder, was this place sealed off? Because there was people down here, right? The researcher from Samura, whatever.
requestiral activity here.
Requester? In fact, hold on. You still haven't told me what you're doing here. I doubt that most travelers would have any reason to venture down this way.
Well, I guess he's known as a traveler. I was gonna say, we're actually adventurers and we got offered a commission for money to come down here, so where there's money, we go.
We took a commission from the Adventurers Guild to investigate the chasm. Apparently a whole load of hilly churls have been gathering here, and the requester wants to know why. And now it looks like we finally found our first clue.
Do you want the answer?
Huh? You mean, you know something about this?
Is it because they're using the realm to hypnotize hillichers to amass an army to attack the living realm or whatever?
As it happens, I do.
Does this have something to do with the upside down city? I don't know. Why
It's
not?
understandable that you did not perceive anything unusual. What makes this place so strange is that the environment here weakens the effect of the curse.
The curse? Oh, Paimon remembers. Last time you guys were saying that Conria's people were cursed. with
Oh, it's not just
immortality or
him.
something.
For centuries, I have suffered daily from the curse that was laid upon me. But here, I suddenly feel a small amount of relief from this suffering.
So it leads me to question. So is the curse the immortality, or is it immortality plus more? Is he like constantly like suffering from pain? Or is he just saying like, oh man, I'm immortal, I can't die. I have to live through this hellhole and I just, just want to rest, retire. Because if that's so, he could just stop, find a nice home, and just live his life. Or is it like he's immortal, but he has like this slight numbing pain of getting constantly pricked that he has to live with, and it's annoying to deal with kind of thing.
And right here, right now, I can feel my body sending a strong message to me. It is telling me, stay.
So, this place weakens the curse? That's pretty incredible. But how?
That I shall need to investigate. But to the best of my knowledge, the Abyss Order does not have the technology to achieve this.
The Hilliker that came here are also from...
Indeed. Do you know why Hillichurls wear masks?
Is it to hide their human face? Yo, that'd be so scary. Imagine all that, but they still kept their human face. That would be so scary, but in a way also be kind of cool and creepy and twisted. But I'll probably love it. I'm not sure.
It's to hide their appearance, lest they catch sight of their reflection in a body of water. Compared to how they remember themselves, it is a terrible sight to behold. One that causes them great despair.
Well, maybe if they remember themselves, they'll stop attacking people. So these Hillichers really are from
The curse of
Conria.
immortality denies death to those afflicted with it. And yet, it does not truly mean that they will never die.
So how come you can get turned into a goblin?
You mean, there's a way to undo it?
No. I mean that the body and
He means
soul
mentally.
will continue to be eroded until they are virtually non-existent, even if death is not the form that this erosion takes. When the Hillichurls realize that the end is nigh for them, it seems their instinct is to seek out a calm and dark corner of the world in which to finally say goodbye to the centuries of suffering they have endured.
Damn, that's pretty sad and depressing for them.
And of all the places they could lay down to rest, one that can ease the effects of their curse would surely be their first choice.
Wait, is this like the stupid ass whale thing from Star Wars? Ahsoka? Where like when the whales feel like it's their time to die, they fly, well, what is that? I don't know what Star Wars called. It's like their fast travel, the speed of light, the galaxy warping thing. Warp drive, right? Whatever. They speed teleport to this planet and then die in this asteroid belt. But it's not really asteroid, but it's made of dead whales' body parts. So is it like that, where they just come here to die?
Wow. That's so...
Conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
What is it?
We're under attack.
Alright, Beto. I haven't played you for a long time. Oh my god, it's you. Let me drop this. Get me some shield. I don't know why I did that.
Power that isn't Archon.
Wait, aren't they purple? Aren't you lightning?
What were those? And why did they attack us all of a sudden?
Black Serpent Knights. They once belonged to the Royal Guard of Khaenri'ah.
Oh, so is it depending on like your skill set or how strong you are, you get turned to different things? Like the citizens or the normal people were turned to the pillagers. The more stronger, beefier citizen or denizens of, or is it citizens or denizens? Whatever, of Khaenri'ah got turned to the bigger ones. And then the Royal Guards, since they have more skills, were turned to those Serpent Knights.
Wait a second. Royal Guard? So, they used to be your troops?
Also, if there are more though, when we kill them, do they really die or do they just like fade into another realm and then when they're ready, they get born again or something?
Yes, they were. But now, the curse engulfs them, and they fight with none of the honor they once had.
Because they've become pawns of the Abyss now?
Let's continue on.
Well, there's definitely a high-ranking guy.
Dane!
Seems we missed one. Wait, stand down. There's something different about this one.
Well, obviously.
It's disappeared.
What the heck? What was going on with that one? Was it trying to say something?
How is this possible? How could he have retained self-awareness for 500 years without it? But more importantly, why did he seem so familiar?
Maybe he recognized you. What the hell? Are we reading his thoughts?
That would be a miraculous outcome indeed for a cataclysm that brought total doom and destruction. Or perhaps it was just a coincidence.
It could be fate, like you said.
We should press onward to the city.
Alright, so I just switched to Yao Yao for the grass type plus electric type thing.
Looks like there's a
Maybe I should switch to the
surrounding
grass
city.
archer
We
girl.
can't go any further. Guess there should be a
But I don't have a lot of characters that's built up.
Here, right? Travel.
Don't waste your time.
Where is this all the other time?
Khaenri'ah's technology, abyssal power. Two things I couldn't be more familiar with. They're just cheap tricks to me.
Okay, so the Abyss Order really is trying to hide something here, right?
Oh, it's a
Dane
shield.
Seems like he really understands
I thought he made
what's
the
going
bridge.
on here. No wonder the Abyss Order doesn't want him around.
Was this upside down say built by Khaenri'ah? I would assume so. I feel like the top answer.
Not necessarily.
Oh,
The closer we draw, the more I am inclined to conclude that these ruins belong to a more ancient civilization still. The Abyss Order simply got to them before anyone else.
Even older than Khaenri'ah? Whoa. Paimon can't even imagine back that far.
That said, the architecture here does somewhat resemble that of Khaenri'ah. At least, it would if it were the other way up. Let's head toward the light over there. Mind your footing on the way ahead. It's a long way down.
I'm fine. I can glide. I was taught by the best, Amber. Oh, time for round 2.
Knights.
Oh, they're the archer.
Is this where they're based? Or wait, are they guarding something here?
We are likely drawing near to whatever the Abyss Order is trying to hide. Let's take them out first.
Alright, so you.
this, mein Fräulein.
Do this.
Eyes on me!
Oh,
Hey, look! Vines! You should be able to climb up, right?
no, I see it. After this, I don't know. Maybe I should do Elder Scroll Online.
Oh no! More Black Serpent Knights!
Why? We have defeated, literally, just from this one mission alone, 4. And they pose no threat to us whatsoever. We are ready. We are champs.
Huh? They're not coming after us! Are they just trying to scare us off? Huh. These knights seem like they're hiding something behind them.
Oh, wait. Maybe because they're royal guards. And they were turned, and they're protecting the old citizens of Conria that were also turned. Like, they feel like this is their duty. Even though in a twisted kind of way, because they were all transformed into these monsters. Maybe protecting something they retained that from when they were humans.
Hold on. I think they...
They're coming! Quick, get them! You, Blake!
Power cord! By royal decree.
Hit me.
Power that ended Archon!
Damn. I want a full counter. Oh, I didn't time that right. Oh, there. Wait.
Amp it up!
Don't be scared! Oh, it's revealed! That was the last of them. Now, let's see what it was they were trying to hide. Huh? What's this?
So, the Black Serpent Knights have nothing to do with the Abyss Order's secret. Huh. I should have guessed.
So, what exactly is going on with these hilly churls?
As I said, for these hilly churls, the end is nigh.
The Hilchers are preparing to meet their end. Oh, it's a PG, what is it? PG-13 game? Kid? They can't say die or death.
They have grown old and fearful of the light, even become one with the darkness. And yet the curse continues to corrode them.
But why would the Black Serpent Knights want to stay here and guard them?
Because they're royal guards, Paimon. Have you not been listening to what Dane been saying the entire time? I don't need you to to dumbify dialogue for me.
More of them are closing in!
I feel like if we just leave these Hillagers, these guys will just let us be. Fighting them is meaningless. Let's try to avoid fighting them. Like, all they want to do is just protect them until their end is near. However, their death processing takes.
It's him! The guy that came out of nowhere and
Oh, he
took
shook
us
his
down
head.
again.
That's cute.
And now they're retreating.
Or
Just order them to do that?
we could just leave. Like,
Halfdan?
Halfdan. What is this, Vikings? What was his name? I forgot his name. Was Halfdan the one that was killed by... Who was he killed by? Rollo? Or no. What was his brother's name? I remember because people would make fun of him saying he's half a man.
Whoa, whoa. What? You recognize him?
Could it be? If it's as I suspect, then this is a truly tragic state of affairs.
Dane?
You want to know why they were gathered here guarding the hilly churls, don't you? It's because as far as the Black Serpent Knights are concerned, they're simply doing their duty.
And that's what we
The
said.
one who ordered them to retreat just now, I suddenly recognized him. I knew him as a young man, an elite in the royal guard of old. His name is Halfdan.
So, he's from 500 years ago too?
God damn, yes. If he's a monster, then he's from Conria. Damn it, Paimon, why they gave you such terrible dialogue?
To this day, I still remember the final orders. I, the Twilight Sword.
I feel like me playing
gave
through the
to
story is just
Halfdan on the day
complaining.
of disaster in Conria, before I made haste back to the palace. Inform all Black Serpent Knights to protect the people of Conria at all costs. Because we, of course, were royal guards. But this would mean nothing in the events that followed. Royals, gentry, common folk. These identities made no difference. Against the might of the gods, the only identity that mattered was being from Conria.
You know, in a way, from how Dane dislikes gods, you know, I mean, they're not exactly alike. Because one is more of the extremist, the other one isn't. Dane kind of reminds me of Butcher from The Boys, when how Butcher hates the supers, the soups, you know? Except he's not a bad person like Butcher. Dane's a good person. Kinda. For now, from what we know.
These Black Serpent Knights have lost their intellect. But perhaps, in whatever remains of their minds, they are still protecting the people of Conria.
Yep.
If you see these ruins as Conria in the throes of disaster, and these hilly churls as the people crying for help, then suddenly, I can make sense of what I'm hearing. Their growls are less of a threat and more of a warning.
I feel like I could have told you that.
Then, what are they saying?
They're just telling you to back off, and as long as you don't, like, overstep your boundaries and don't, like, cause harm to the common folks or the hillagers or the transformed people, they probably might leave you be.
Though it is barely discernible, I can just about make it out. They keep repeating a word from the old language of Conria. Run.
So they're telling the hillagers behind them to escape.
Even I have to admit, the fact their will is strong enough to survive 500 years of erosion. It is nothing short of a miracle, born from hopelessness.
Yes, but that's just so cool. I love dedications and loyalty.
Oh, so Paimon had them all wrong.
Paimon, you're like 80% wrong of the time.
It doesn't matter. Even I took them for enemies for a moment. Let's keep heading toward the light at the top. I believe the Black Serpent Knights will no longer try to stop us.
In a way, from how I view it, kind of feel like a mother or a father of a lion or protecting its cub, you know? They were just hissing at us. They're like, stay back, stay away. And telling the little ones behind them to run. This kind of felt like they were protecting something. What the hell? You're not cutscene me. Oh, obviously we're fighting. I don't want to get too close. So how do you get this? Do I just climb?
Where have you been hiding?
Sure enough, we aren't seeing any more Black Serpent Knights. Guess that Halfdan guy really did recognize Captain Dane, huh?
Aw, more depressing villagers.
More hilly churls, and they look really well protected.
What? By what? The ooze? Oh god, that was close. Alright, that goes down. So they probably want me to fly over here. What's that? No, I think that's a beacon from the side story of girl trying to discover stuff. I'll come back and explore later.
Why so quiet?
I'm just thinking, nothing more. If you're trying to console me, I can assure you there is no need.
Fine.
Oh, hey, there's a crystal near here. It's on top. Oh, this is where I came from. It's probably on the other side or something.
Hey, look! There's no door sealing this room off. Looks like we can finally head to the room in the center. Come on, let's go!
Oh, there's a thing there. So the center. Let me grab this crystal then. Need 2 more. All right, so gotta remember that for the future. So these pyramid things are probably something. I also feel like at the end of this, we're probably gonna have to fight half the end.
Up there! A water pool! Even the water pool is upside down. Oh, wow! This is a pretty amazing place! Dane, do you have any idea at all how it works?
The pool must be part of the entire city structure. A relic of this ancient civilization. And more importantly, it is the very thing that is weakening the curse.
It's holy water?
Here, my whole body feels more at peace than it has in a long time. The effect is stronger here than it was before. And I think it's because that water pool has something akin to a cleansing effect.
Cleansing? So that means the
No.
water in that pool can wash away the curse for good?
I'm pretty sure it just eases it.
No, that would be impossible.
How are you so sure?
I have lived with this curse for 500 years, and I have been fully conscious the entire time. Suffice to say, no one understands the curse like I do. It is a way of branding us at the level of the fate of the world itself. When a god applies a curse, it takes effect at a higher level of reality than the person themselves. Even now, I can feel the curse slowly permeating my entire being, becoming part of me, slowly but surely replacing me. Perhaps it may be possible to suppress the corrosive effect of the curse for a time, but cleansing it entirely, consider it tantamount to burning away an integral part of your body. It is not a process that one could ever hope to survive.
Huh? Cleansing the curse cost you your life?
In any case, I can feel that the water's cleansing effect is not nearly potent enough. At most, it might suppress the curse, but a little.
So, what's that contraption there? It looks kind of out of place.
An Abyss Order device? Perhaps it's an Abyss Order secret.
Frankly, I have never seen a device of this design before either. It is not unreasonable to suspect that it could belong to the Abyss Order. But what could they be planning to do here?
Oh, that gave Paimon a fright.
Under.
So, all the doors are open now?
I was gonna say, does that mean we have to fight the two fish things?
Halfdan's back again?
Halfdan, do you have something to say to me?
I don't know. Just follow him?
He ran off, but he didn't disappear like last time.
He's indicating that we should follow him. Are you coming?
He doesn't seem to hold any malice towards us. For now.
True. So, we going then?
The beautiful and the damned.
Halfdan jumped down over there. Let's follow him.
Alright. Damn, I want to explore. I guess I'm going to pop back in here later. Okay. Just making sure that wasn't something I need to pick up. Like all the way down? I guess I can. Oh, there's something there I can grab. Should probably grab it real quick. There's something there too. Alright, let me grab the crystal then. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I'm here anyways. Oh. Oh, I thought this was a secret.
Where have you been hiding?
Alright, so is this something important?
By royal decree. Feel the beat.
Or you're just a normal guy that I'm about to body? Damn, I need light. So can you... Oh, I forgot. Can you destroy these? Yes, but it does nothing. Do you how do you regen your light? I feel like most of it's clear. Obviously, crystal will disappear forever if I already have it.
Looks like Halfdan disappeared at the far end of this path.
Perhaps whatever lies ahead is what he wants us to see. Let's keep going.
There are more signs of hilichurl activity here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore you. Go up my light.
Is that way into the hilichurl camp? Let's go see. It's a humble hilichurl camp. Oh, these hilichurls look like they're in pretty bad shape too. Some of them look like they've already taken their final breath. Is this what Halfdan wanted to show us?
They're suffering? I mean, we're all suffering.
Whether it is or not, everything here is worth investigating in detail. Inspect the area. Leave no stone unturned.
Seems like these hilichurls have no life left in them at all. Before long, they'll become one with the darkness. The hilichurls we meet in the wild are always so rowdy. Paimon never would have imagined that this is how they spend their final
I mean, aren't we all going to spend our final days like this, old, decrepit, in our chair, just dying slowly, waiting for the time to come as our last surprise in life? I mean, I feel like that's how life works.
We may not have a whole lot of happy memories dealing with hilichurls, but still, Paimon hopes they're at peace in their last moments.
I mean, yes, I wish that for all the ones that doesn't attack me. Everyone else, though, it's fair game. Are they just putting, maybe they're adding stuff into their campfire and it's like miasma or something.
Usually store food in crates like these, right? But these seem pretty much empty. Is it because they're so near to the end that they don't need to eat anymore? Even if they don't need to eat anymore, Paimon bets they still miss food for the flavor. There's even a bonfire here, like what hilichurls build in the wild. Wait, but wasn't Dane saying that hilichurls get scared of the light when they reach the very end of their lives? Maybe, in the very, very end, they still want to feel some light and warmth.
That's pretty dark, depressing. Oh, one of them already died? Jesus.
How did that flower get this far underground?
Maybe Halfdan brought it from the top, or one of the hilichurls brought it down.
Did someone bring it in memory of the deceased hilichurls?
I've seen this kind of flower before.
Hey, now that you mention it, Paimon thinks it looks kind of familiar too.
It is the national flower of Khaenri'ah, the Intivat. It once bloomed all over the nation. It would only last 2 weeks before wilting. But if you were to pluck one and take it out of Khaenri'ah, the petals would stop growing and turn hard. Only when it finally returned to its home soil would the petals grow soft once more, and finally turn to dust.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's because of the atmosphere or the soil or what? Does it feel the mana or the, what is it, elemental energy in the nation, in that nation or country?
So the Intivat is a symbol for a wanderer far from home, signifying the tenderness of the homeland.
That's the flower my sister was wearing in her hair. I wonder what's the option, what's the dialogue for this if you play as Lumine? Because Aether does not have a flower, right?
So for this flower to get
Would it be
here,
different?
it must have been brought from...
Oh, wait, he has it in his hair, right? In the back, in his ponytail? Shit, do we have some Jedi powers? Was it Echo Sense or whatever? We can touch an object and feel the presence?
Your Highness, so the proposal finally has your blessing.
In focusing single-mindedly on confronting the heavenly principles, we neglected our original mission, the revival of the homeland.
Are we from Conria? I thought we were from a different world.
I should not have been so indecisive.
The device is almost ready. We await your command.
What are the chances of succeeding?
Theoretically speaking, approximately.
Forget it. Even a 1% chance is enough.
I mean, sure, I guess if you're gonna go hard or go home, I'm betting on that one gamble on that one chance, I guess.
For too long have we dwelt in the abyss.
I mean, and you could dwell in the abyss if you fail.
Surely they would rather return to the natural cycle of life and death as soon as possible than continue to exist as they are, without a shred of dignity. They cannot be made to continue paying the price for those so-called sins.
The order is most fortunate.
I'm very curious of what the end game for this game is gonna be, story-wise. We know what the end game for gameplay-wise is. Farming, artifacts. Ugh. Oh, I thought she had like, she has like the echo sense thing too. Their sibling bond.
You saw something, didn't you? Can you tell me what it was?
Yeah, After's a Jedi.
Yeah, you zoned out for quite a while there.
We like to see you, son.
Well, people do say that twins have a special connection.
I feel like that's like stereotypical, don't you think?
It sounds as if they are attempting to make use of certain equipment to cleanse the curse. It could well be the device we saw earlier.
Well, then again, if there's no like failure or like, what am I trying to say? Like, if there's no con to the plan, then I guess it's good. Like, I'm thinking like, if they fail, it could make anything worse. Everyone could die. But if nothing happens, then yeah.
And
They honestly have nothing to lose. All they would just is gain.
Homeland, correct? No surprise there. Stubborn as ever. It appears as if the Abyss Order plans to use this location to cleanse the Hilichurls of their curse and restore them to the way they once were. Then, they will serve as the foundation for reviving the nation of Kanria. After all, there can be no nation without a people.
What do you think?
It is the height of foolishness. They have no chance of success, not even a 1% chance.
Sounding like, what's his name from Dr.
I
Stone?
told you already that no one knows this curse better than I, having lived with it for 500 years. There is no redemption. There is no undoing the curse. Trying to remove it by force will achieve nothing but to inflict further suffering. So make sure you are clear in your mind. You have to tell yourself, they are no longer human. If you cling to false hope and allow yourself to become too emotionally invested, the only way is down. You will end up just like them, mired in hypocrisy.
Hey, I have my line. Look, if they're just existing, minding their own business, I'm just gonna go. If they attack me, I am fighting back. No mercy. They die, they die.
Save your strength for something worth saving.
What do you mean, why should I believe you? We honestly have nothing to go on right now. I feel like keeping him close is better than keeping him far away and knowing nothing. This way, at least we know semblance of what's going on and how things are going down.
Oh? But of course, I am merely someone you hired for a task.
I mean, we're not even
while
paying
she
you.
is your sister.
I feel like there's a backhanded compliment there. I feel like there was a little smugness in that dialogue. And that it was really subtle. Was it subtle? Subtle? Well, it was there. There's a hint of it there.
It is only natural for you to side with her.
Look, I'm not after. Even if she is my family, I feel like depending on what she does, it can either go both ways, honestly. Like, at the end of the day, Aether has to do what he has to do.
But
maybe that's just
decision
me.
you make cannot deter me from mine. My chosen path is to stop the Abyss. If we have reached an impasse, then perhaps this is where we should say...
What the fuck? I choose to believe you? Are you serious? That's... Whoever wrote this dialogue. You should be fired. Then why ask him, why should I believe you, if you already had made your own decision that you're going to believe him? That you're choosing to believe him? Seems like a wasted time or wasted dialogue choice, really. You already made up your mind. But that doesn't mean I completely trust you. It just means that I don't approve of my sister's methods. I mean, either, they're both correct. We don't need to let him know that. Honestly. I mean, it's either here nor there, really. Until he double-cross us. We just believe him. Or until he comes into a questionable moment where it's like, hey, I want you to jump over this, like, long-ass gap. No worries. There's an invisible bridge that will let you walk over. At that point, I'll be like, are you sure? I feel like you're trying to kill me. But it just means that I don't approve of my sister's method.
I see.
A 1% chance of redemption versus a 99% chance of suffering and death. Hey, if there's no downside, I'll just move forward like Aaron Yeager. Nobody has the right to make that choice on another living being's behalf. I mean, have you seen the villagers? This dude is like literally spazzing out on the side of the screen right now, waiting for his death to come. I feel like if they can't make that decision, I mean, someone else can. But to be fair, there's like, I don't know, maybe a minority of the ones that are dying right now, while the majorities are outside living their life, camping in their small house in, I don't know, somewhere in, was it liyue? Where that small, was it villager? The big one. And he has like dolls and a little, like a basket of food, and he's just drawing on the walls, minding his own business. I really love that. It's cute. And then there's the other ones that are attacking random people. Nobody has the right to make that choice on another living being's behalf. I don't know about that. I mean, it's like there's no black or white. It's a pretty gray. Especially not when these villagers have already chosen the end that they desire. That's also black and white. Because they don't really have an option or choice. I mean, you can say that if they really wanted to die, they could just jump off a bridge like Subaru, or go get killed by an adventurer, or just choose the slow, crazy death process they're going through right now.
It seems that the 3 questions I put to you on our first meeting were worthwhile. You have developed your own individual views on this world.
Damn, Aether really needs new outfit. I really hate this outfit. It looks terrible.
Very well. Since you have volunteered your true thoughts on this matter, I shall not hide mine from you. Right now, I have a more immediate agenda than stopping the Abyss.
Oh.
That is to say, the Abyss's actions here directly dishonor the final wishes of Halfdan and my other compatriots. I cannot allow this to proceed.
Then let's stick together for this one. I can understand that.
The Abyss may appear at any moment. Be on your guard at all times as we proceed.
Alright, I'll probably stop here. So now we're dialogue. But this is like, was it Fate, Samurai Remnant? Mostly story. Although this is more kids friendly than I like it to be. But when it hits hard. Just like that one story that made me cry. But I'm still seeing how we're gonna fight Halfdan at the end of this. I feel like he's gonna succumb to madness and we're gonna have to put him down.
If you ever want to trade,
But I do love, even though they return to monsters, they retain their humanity to serve the citizens or the common folks by doing what they know best, defending. Which is, I really love that. I love loyalty. in comradeship, in honor, chivalry, all that nonsense stuff that people will say, man, fuck that, just take out a gun and shoot him. But, oh, let's see where this goes. Anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys, stay safe, and I'll see you next time when we continue.